Hi, I'm Mayor Tim Lowry. Welcome to another edition of the Mayor's Minute. With me today is Tim Brehan. He's the principal with H3 Studio. Tim and his staff are working with the city on our comprehensive plan. Welcome, Tim. Appreciate you joining me today, and kind of tell a little bit about yourself and H3 Studio.
Thank you, Mayor. Well, it's great to be here with you today. So H3 Studio is a planning and urban design firm. We're based here in St. Louis. We've worked in a number of communities around the country and predominantly in the St. Louis region on a variety of projects, everything from citywide comprehensive plans, as we're doing for Florissant, to district and neighborhood plans, a lot of work in the city of St. Louis. We've worked in Forest Park for the last 20 years, worked in Belleville, Main Street. So we bring a lot of experience, and we have a real passion for working with communities. And we're leading a great team for this project. Bob Lewis, Horner and Schifrin, and FPA Group are part of this planning initiative as well, part of our team. And when we approach these planning projects, our philosophy is really rooted in developing authentic places, and in order to do that, we place a lot of importance on working with the residents, with the community, with the stakeholders of Florissant to uncover and discover and identify those things that really make Florissant unique. This idea of creating an authentic place, a place that the residents are proud of and recognize as their own, is so important, because at the end of the day, once the plan is created, we're going to go away, and this plan is the city's plan, not only the city government's plan, but all of the citizens of Florissant's plan to see forward. So, making sure that the plan really has that sense of authenticity, reflects what the community wants to see, and is a plan that the community really sees as their own is very important. And just as a side note, I'm a lifelong St. Louisan. I happen to be a South Sider myself, but my mom grew up in Florissant, and so for at least the first 18 years of my life, we spent every Sunday up here at my grandmother's house. So even though I've never lived here, I spent a lot of time in Florissant, and it really is it's a special place to me. So
I'll say this, is that it honestly has been a pleasure working with you guys so far. I really appreciate the expertise that you guys, the passion you bring. I mean, honestly, during the meetings and just the private conversations, it really does show that you guys really are taking this serious, and this is really a passion that you guys have, and we really appreciate that.
Well, thank you, and it's been a real pleasure working with you all so far as well.
Thank you, appreciate that. So tell us about the process so far. How's the city doing? I mean, where are we at in the process now?
Sure. So this is, as you can imagine, it's a fairly lengthy process to work through a comprehensive plan for an entire city, particularly one of Florissant's size and complexity. It's important to note that we're really looking kind of at two scales through this process. So there is a citywide component, and we've also been working on a more focused update to the Old Town master plan, which is focused on the Old Town district specifically. Right now, we are in what we call the visioning process, the visioning phase of the citywide comp plan, and in that visioning process, what we do is we take the analytical work that we've done already, and we start to inform that with feedback from residents, direct feedback from residents. And that feedback is gathered in a couple of ways. We're currently in the process of scheduling and conducting a number of stakeholder interviews with a variety of groups who have particular interest and expertise in Florissant, business owners, residents, elected officials, city staff, other stakeholders, agencies, institutions, etc. We have also recently launched a community-wide survey that's on the project's can be accessed through the project's website, and that's a survey that we would encourage every resident in Florissant. And even if you're not a resident in Florissant, there are still some questions on that survey that are pertinent if you visit the city for any reason. But we would encourage everyone to visit that survey and fill it out. Should only take 9 to 10 minutes to complete, and that really is important in terms of providing that kind of on the ground expertise and input that's so critical for our work in terms of identifying those elements that really make Florissant unique. And then we're also over the next couple months, we're going to be conducting 2 community-wide meetings, public meetings, and those are a great opportunity for residents to interact one-on-one or in small groups with the planning team. And we find that even though stakeholder interviews and the online survey and these types of methods for collecting input are very important, that ability to sit down and actually have a conversation with a resident or a business owner and discuss ideas and really understand what are the opportunities that you see, what are the issues that you face as someone living or working in Florissant. That's just instrumental in developing that overall understanding of the project. Using that feedback, then we'll develop the vision statement for the plan, we'll develop the goals, and that will then begin to set out and outline all of the various recommendations that we'll take forward in the development of the plan.
Yeah, I had the opportunity to take the survey myself, and you're right, it takes about 10 minutes. It's a very easy process, and it's got a lot of great questions and a lot of points that are so important to our future in the city of Florissant. So I certainly encourage everybody to please get on there and take that survey, and please attend those public meetings. So the public survey, let's talk about that first. I think you can go to our comp plan website, which is flowcompplan.com.
Correct.
flowcompplan.com. So please get on there and take that survey as soon as possible. We really appreciate it. How much longer are we going to have that up? I would imagine through the whole process.
Yeah, it'll be up. It'll be up through the whole process. Certainly, we would encourage people to participate early because the earlier that we get the feedback, the more impactful that will be in the overall development of the plan.
And then I want to make sure people understand these 2 public meetings are going to be extremely important for our residents to attend, our stakeholders, our business people to attend. And the first one is going to be on Tuesday, September 21st at the James J. Egan Center from 6 to 8 p.m.
Yes.
And then the second one we're going to make that on a Saturday on November the 6th at the JFK Center from 10 to noon. So
yes. Please
make sure you guys attend these meetings, get your input, be heard, because we want to know everything. We want to know what our residents feel, our business people feel, our stakeholders feel, the good, the bad, and indifferent. Where are we going in the future? So we need input from our stakeholders.
Very well said.
Tim, is there anything else you'd like to add about the process or anything else about the comp plan?
Well, I'd just like to say that I mentioned at the beginning that it's really been a pleasure working in Florissant so far. And I think the reason for that is because the citizens and residents of Florissant are very engaged in the community, and that's so important for the long-term success. We've really been struck, and I've sort of rediscovered this as we've been working and having not spent time in Florissant in a number of years, and now working with you all. Just the sense of pride and community identity that this community engenders, even for folks who might not live here anymore, but who grew up here. And I think that sense of identity is so important to think of how the city is going to evolve in the future. When my mom was growing up in Florissant, it really kind of represented the American dream. It was just a quintessential mid-century suburb, and obviously, things are changing, and cities have to evolve. But working with and getting that input from engaged citizens who have a real sense of pride in the community, and understanding what you all want the city to be, and then working with you to create a plan to achieve that. I mean, this is quite honestly why we get up every morning. So it's been fantastic working with you so far, and we're really looking forward to the next steps and continuing through the process.
And I could only echo the same thing. It's been a pleasure working with you guys. Like I said, I can see the passion that you guys have for this, and certainly, like you said, the passion that our residents, our stakeholders have. For those that have attended meetings, gotten the feedback from our citizens has been really important, and you can really tell people really do care about our city. So this concludes another edition of the Mayor's Minute. We are Florissant Strong. Thank you.